Or are we just doing through this?
No, not on Audacity. No. Hey, hello, welcome to the fantasy.
Okay. We're using the top StreamYard now, so all the audio is separate automatically.
It doesn't matter. We only do this for YouTube anyway. This one doesn't have Audacity.
Oh,
Jesus Christ! You wait until we hit live to start asking technical questions. Anyway.
We get our family arguing out here.
We're already live. We're going live.
That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm trying to do my intro here.
Family infighting here at Toilets and Titles.
I will not be back on a show with you again.
Introduction. There's no little sexy video.
Mark made a big mistake coming.
This isn't kosher.
Okay, can I start?
Huh? Okay.
Can I start? All right. So now this is where normally I'm going to have an intro that Andrew and I have been talking about that I keep dropping the ball on. I'm trying to explain this to you guys, but it's gonna have like cheering people in the background, and it's gonna have like a theme song, like a game show style theme going do 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 whatever, and then it's gonna be a voiceover that says something like "Welcome live to the Toilets and Titles Podcast Network Studios, the Funday Draft Show. Your host Justin Stevens, whatever." But since we don't have that intro, that was your quick intro. So I'm happy today because we brought in our Downunder Dynasty guys. They're off to probably the far right of your screen. Ben and Mark Bull are from the Downunder Dynasty show for Toilets and Titles. And then the other Australian there in the middle, Andrew Campy. So this is why we're live at a odd time. We wanted to go live at a time that they could join in. This is 10 p.m. their time. It's 8 a.m. our time for myself and Joe. The way that I work this show, I don't normally do intros for guys that have been on the show before, but I'll start with Andrew and work our way around the board here. Campy, how's it going this morning?
Yeah, not too bad. Look, it's going to be interesting to see how many arguments we have here. Like, if you're wondering why everything was a bit chaotic at the start, it was because we were already having discussions about what meets different requirements. So, let's get into it. Let's start arguing already.
Well, I tell you what, Ben, why don't you go ahead and give them a rundown of what exactly we're drafting here because the people that are watching right now have no idea what we're drafting, and Campy's talking about requirements.
We are drafting our ultimate sandwich.
Pretty much, right? Yeah.
And you may have your sandwich in mind, but if I draft a topping from your sandwich first, well, you're up shit creek without a paddle. Or you need to find an alternative topping for your sandwich. So people are probably coming into this, right, with a fixed idea. This is my sandwich. This is what I want. But then someone else drafts just one element to your sandwich, and it's chaos.
Yeah.
What do you do now?
If you don't get that exact cheese that you want, that just makes your sandwich, somebody else gets it, and you're up a creek. Absolutely. Mark, good morning, or good evening, I should say. So
I'm less fancy than Ben. So to be honest, if somebody steals something from my sandwich, I'm just going to put something else on it, or I'll go without. I don't go to the Michelin star restaurants that Ben does.
That shit that he was describing earlier before the show is like he eats it with his pinky up or something.
Oh yeah,
it was exotic. I didn't even know what he was talking about.
Anyone wants some food envy, have a look at Ben's Instagram, and you're gonna really enjoy some high class eating there. If you look at my diet, it's like service station sausage rolls and shopping center sushi.
And there's nothing better.
Bully, I think you're looking pretty good despite the STDs.
Yeah,
I was going to say, like, so he's in Australia with the rest of us, and it's 10 p.m. and his hair makes it look like he's just got out of bed. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
It's I've been off work for sick a couple of days, and because my eye is looking like something out of like The Walking Dead. It could be a zombie double at the moment with how my eyes feeling. So laying around at home all day watching American TV is confusing me.
Well, we're not only drafting the ultimate sandwich because we typically go 8 rounds. So I threw in a few other categories here as well. we're also going to be drafting a drink to go along with our lunch, a side to go along with our lunch, and a dessert to go along with our lunch. Now, I am not one to tell you guys how your sandwich should be built. We may have arguments along the way. We'll discuss that. We'll talk about it. At the end of the day, I'm the ultimate decider. But usually, if it's enough of a push one way or the other, I put it to a vote. You all know Joe already from the previous drafts. And just to throw it out there, you guys, the way I typically do the draft order is any of the new guys, I do a random wheel and I spin. Alex is typically on this show, and he does one of the wheels for me. So I can't run two different wheels at the same time. As you can see, I'm already on a delay with all the different tabs I have up right now. So I predetermined the draft order last night with another wheel before I created the current wheel of consequences in another tab. Yes, Ben.
I have a question.
Yo.
Who's Alex?
Alex from the people that watch the Funday draft show know who Alex is because he's been on the other 3 episodes. So, but Alex,
we haven't seen Alex. We haven't seen Alex in a long time.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Also, Alex is the guy that keeps getting muted from Coach Sheps in the main chat for his antics. But anyhow, so for Joe and myself, the draft order goes because I did switch it up, Joe, because of George constantly complaining about it. The team that has the worst finish overall on the average gets the better draft pick now. It's no longer a reward to do better. So I have an average finish of 3rd in these drafts, and you have an average finish of 4.7. That's why I'm drafting 5th.
That's because the voting's rigged.
You're drafting 4th. Hey, you know what? It's my show. It's my following. And so the other guys, I did, like I said, I did a random draft order. I did a random wheel spinner. Andrew, you have the 101, the number 1 pick, and then it goes Mark, and then Ben. This is a snake draft, so we're gonna snake it around. So once it gets to me, I'll have 2 picks, and we'll go back the other way. I think it's pretty much about it. I don't know exactly how this is going to go because we've not done one of these where you had to draft specific items. You can draft them in any order you want, but you only get one of each item. And what we are drafting, I'm going to pull up the draft board here. You can kind of see off there to the right, if you can see it. We are drafting 1 bread for the sandwich, 1 meat, 1 cheese, 1 topping, and 1 condiment. That's all for the sandwich. And then we are also drafting a drink, a side, and a dessert, just like I discussed at the top of the show. So this will be interesting. Do we have any questions?
What if you're a less is more kind of guy and you only need 2 ingredients for your sandwich?
Then you have to figure something out. You
can trade for future picks.
Sprinkle some shredded cheese on top or something. I don't know.
Oh, is it? Do we snake in this draft, or does it go back to?
Yeah, it is.
Go back to Andrew. Oh, okay.
Yep. All right. Unless we have any other questions, Andrew, let's get this thing started.
Okay, cool. So my first pick is controversial, actually. Well, not controversial, but
right out the gate.
How dare you?
So
don't do it.
Most of my other areas, I'm pretty comfortable. I've got a couple of options, but one area I feel pretty uncomfortable if I don't get my favorite. So I'm actually going to go cheese first up, and I'm going to go mozzarella. Like whatever I'm eating, it has to have cheese melted on top. So
yeah,
that's going to be what I'm going to lock in first because I figure by the time it gets back to me, the cheese options are probably going to be running bare. So that's number 101 for me. Whatever it is, melt some stuff on top.
I have a question already.
Oh. Here we go.
Technically, there are lots of different kinds of mozzarella.
There's one type of mozzarella, Ben.
He gets mozzarella. He gets all of the mozzarella family. And also, I forgot to mention something else with the Wheel of Consequences, since I'm sure some of you guys may not have actually watched the show. The Wheel of Consequences, you cannot choose to spin the wheel in the first 3 rounds, and we do not spin it in the last round. But everybody has to choose to spin the Wheel of Consequences at least one time. It could end up being good for you. It could end up being bad for you. but you do have to choose to spin the wheel at least one time, as rule for the draft. All right, does that make sense?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I think
so.
that makes sense.
Also,
Not happy about the mozzarella ruling, but I'll move on.
also, the first 2 rounds cannot be touched. If you draft whatever you draft in the first 2 rounds, you're going to get to keep no matter what the Wheel of Consequences says.
Gotcha. So basically, you have to spin the wheel sometime between rounds 4 and 7, at least once. Okay.
Yeah, and you can spin it all 4 rounds if you want.
Mm-hmm. The Wheel of Doom.
The Wheel of Consequences.
All right.
It's the Wheel of Doom for you because you don't have a lot of good luck with it.
You know what? I got to say, I've been pretty lucky. It just scares the crap out of me. Like, nobody's taking my food out of my hands.
Yeah. Look at that, Ben.
You'll have to take this ham from my cold, dead hands.
I'm just imagining Ben selecting, like, I choose mozzarella from, like, Tibetan mountain yaks that are milked by monks.
Andrew already pissed Ben off. You got that mozzarella.
Hey, you know what? We keep bringing it up. I have a feeling that Ben's going to take beer as his drink right out the gate, just so that he can cover. He gets all beer family.
How could you just say beer
as a side?
You can't just pick beer and say you get all the beers. There's so many different types of beers.
Use it as a topic.
Mark, make your pick. Hurry up. Come
on. It's a pretty easy one for me. I'm gonna go with the Kyle Pitts of this. Just due to positional scarcity, and I'm going to take bacon as my topping.
No, draft's over. That is it.
Topping as a topping.
Bacon is the topping.
Oh, that's
bacon as a topping.
Oh, here's the thing, though, guys. The rest of us can consider what he just did there and choose our main meats before he comes back up. Like,
yeah, but I feel like bacon goes with anything. No one is going to get a sandwich. You go, oh, please hold the bacon. Like anyone watching this show,
what other meat goes with bacon besides turkey?
Bacon goes with everything. You do the bacon in your cereal.
Anything and be happy. You can put there's literally cheese and bacon rolls.
That was going to be my number one.
Yeah, but then what's your meat? You still got to pick a meat.
Yep, this will be interesting. Oh,
Benny knows about meats.
Spam.
Yeah,
I'll find
I'll
some.
Give you my meat, mate. Listen. Now, I'm up, and honestly, you guys are amateurs because the most crucial part of any sandwich is the bread.
Okay,
it's the most important.
Unless you have bacon.
Of a sandwich,
it
makes the sandwich. Okay, and I am going to have sourdough focaccia.
Okay, all right. Sourdough.
Now, the fact that that's close enough. Now, the fact that I've chosen sourdough focaccia, does that mean no one else can choose either sourdough or focaccia?
You know, I'm just going to put sourdough. I'm just going to put. Well,
but it's sourdough focaccia.
I don't even know what a focaccia is. What is a focaccia?
Focaccia bread. You don't know what focaccia bread is?
No. I know what it is.
Come on, Joe. Can you tell him?
Yeah,
you live in New York.
There's wheat, there's white, there's rye, there's like.
No, there's not. Sourdough.
All I can tell.
Can you please add?
Well, I can't give the finer details. All I know is that it's tasty when I eat it.
Okay, you got to tell me how to spell focaccia.
It has like a little bit of a harder shell, like on the outside, or a harder crust, if you will.
It's FOCACCIA. The viewers need to know that it's sourdough focaccia.
Okay. Then you get all sourdoughs and all focaccias because I don't care. What the hell? You're gonna have an interesting sandwich, man. I don't care what kind of payback you want, Mark, on that bacon comment. You cannot take sourdough or focaccia.
Oh, no. What will I do? However, will I go for his unicorn rump sandwich?
All right, unicorn rump. That might be a good meat.
All right, I'm all set. I know what I want. It's going to sound boring, but I have a sandwich in mind, and I think I'm going to be able to make it. I think I'll be able to make it through these rounds without people stealing my stuff. I have a vague idea of what I want. Grilled chicken.
Grilled chicken.
Sounds bland, but I've got a plan.
All right, I like it.
Does that mean you get all the grilled meats and all the chicken, or
It's
just...
all mine, Mark Bull, all mine.
All right, yeah, Joe, that is a fair point. Do you want just chicken, or do you want to specifically say grilled chicken?
Grilled chicken cutlet. How about that?
Cutlet, okay. Oh Jesus, you guys are killing me. All right. Okay. All right, so this is it says go to work, Joe. Johnny. All right, not yet. He still has 7 more rounds. Okay, so this one's going to be controversial too, or at least I kind of thought it was going to be, but now that I'm seeing some of this other stuff like grilled chicken, is kind of right in line with this one. I'm going to build what I call a sandwich, because by definition, a sandwich, as a matter of fact, I pulled it up. The definition of a sandwich is an item of food consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them. So I'm going to go with hamburger meat. I am going to build a cheeseburger, fellas.
Ooh.
Oh, no arguments?
No.
Well, now I'm going to take your hamburger buns. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, yeah? You think? Because that's my next pick.
I forgot this was a snake.
All right, so I'm gonna
somebody get his ketchup. Make sure you get his ketchup.
I'm gonna build a hamburger then, since I call that a sandwich and nobody argues. So
in Australia, a hamburger isn't a sandwich.
I think that counts. It's fair. I can't argue.
Okay.
In Australia, a hamburger is not a sandwich.
Yeah, a hamburger is a hamburger, and a sandwich is a sandwich.
Yeah. To be fair, like, 2 pieces of bread. 90% of what these guys would go with isn't a sandwich. Like,
I guess that's why Justin was just reading off the definition of a sandwich to us.
That's right.
Anything you can squeeze between 2 pieces of bread.
Yeah, but a hamburger bun is not a piece of bread. It's
including a tire.
So a hamburger bun isn't made of bread?
It's bread, but it's not a piece of bread. It's a bun of bread.
Okay, we lost Andrew. He may not ever come back again.
I'm all set.
All right, Joe, what do you got?
All right, it's gonna sound boring, but I've got something in mind, and if I could get the ingredients, which I think I will be able to, I think I'm gonna be pretty safe. Provolone cheese.
Nice. Also, I cannot spell. I'm not an English teacher.
It's good enough.
I'm a history and math teacher. So if I spell something wrong, just let me know. I will try to.
I think it's supposed to be, I think, an O instead of the A. I think.
So there's 3 O's.
Let me Google. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm right. It's 3 O's. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right on, Benny. What's gonna go on your fancy sandwich?
All right, I'm gonna have beef carpaccio.
What the fuck? Baked?
Focaccia and carpaccio.
Carpaccio.
Carpaccio?
I think he said beef.
Carpaccio.
Spell it.
Huh?
Spell it.
Put it in the chat.
Justin, beef. B-E-E-F. Beef, like the meat.
Oh, God. Okay.
Beef carpaccio. It's right there.
I'm done.
I don't know what this stuff is. This is probably an amazing sandwich in Australia, and one of these days when I come and visit, I'll have one. But
for reference, Ben lives in a city where they sell deconstructed lattes, where you actually they just bring the shit out and you have to make it on a table yourself, even when you go to a barista. So that probably explains this sandwich.
I've never ordered a deconstructed latte.
But I guarantee you go to places that do them.
Yes, but I just ordered the espresso.
Well, for all everyone's whinging, it's gotten back to me, so I'm going to go with turkey breast. And it's in the first 2 rounds, so it can't be stolen. So my bacon choice is paid off.
Yeah, you got a turkey bacon sandwich for sure. Absolutely. So, this is an interesting draft. This isn't exactly how I thought it was going to fall. Andrew, you have a good start with mozzarella. You have your cheese. What are you putting that cheese on?
More cheese.
What? Yeah. Well, see, this is an interesting thing, right? Because now it's like you look at the list and you go, okay, right, so we've got kind of all the ones covered. But my one is kind of like a general one, but I feel like I can argue my case. So my argument is what I would be putting on is meatballs.
As a topping?
As a meat.
As a meat. Okay, yeah, no, a meatball sub, absolutely. Or a meatball sandwich, sure, absolutely. I can agree with that.
I just didn't know how we were going because we've got, the grilled chicken, and then we've got hamburger, and then it's like, then we got beef, whatever the F that word is. So, it's like I didn't know how much I had to categorize it and defend my actions, but
so guys, just so you know, I've already accidentally cussed twice. I tried to keep this PG-13. I'm not going to edit this, so this is not going to be for kids.
Oh, sorry.
So, no. It was my fault. I cussed twice, so this isn't going to be a for kids show. It's going to be for adults. So if it slips again, it's no big deal. We're good to go.
So I guess it's me again, right?
Yeah, so it's you again. We got to go one more round before we can do the wheel of consequences, but you're safe sandwich so far. Things that cannot be touched are mozzarella and meatballs.
Yeah, so if I'm going meatballs, then I'm going to go a sort of tomato marinara sauce. So yep, cheese, meatballs, and marinara sauce for me.
All right. I wonder what type of sandwich you're building, Andrew. I just can't figure it out.
It's mystery.
Very good. Very good. I like it. And you even have a few toppings that most people probably won't take that will still be there. I like it. All right. Mark, you have a turkey bacon sandwich of some kind going. Do you want to continue to build your sandwich here?
Yeah, I'm going to go with pickles.
Ooh, okay. Nice. And just by saying pickles, you get all of the pickle family. So nice.
All the pickle family.
Wait.
All the Chase family. That's fine.
You know what that means? Does that mean we can't take cucumbers? Because that's in the pickle family.
Cucumbers and pickles are completely different kind of vegetables. They're not even related.
What about pickle relish?
No, that's a condiment, so someone can still take pickle relish.
Let's cross
that hurdle
when we get to it. But for the record, pickles have got to be separate from cucumbers.
Yeah,
people are animals.
Yeah, I was joking. All right, Ben. What do we got? What kind of fancy cheese you putting on this Sam sandwich?
I'm gonna have cows. I'm gonna have cow's milk cheese.
You're joking, right?
What?
Okay.
I mean, I know all cheese comes. I'm gonna have. I'm having Stracchino cheese.
All cheese.
Yeah, are you joking or not? Because I don't know what to put. I don't know if that's some kind of fancy cheese that you use.
Stracchino cheese is Italian cow's milk cheese. I want Stracchino cheese on my sandwich. Damn it!
I imagine it being freshly made.
What? Okay.
Yes.
You're gonna have to
by an old Italian grandma.
Yep.
You're gonna have to spell it again, Grandma.
I think we know who's not winning. I think we know the loser this week, just quietly.
I don't know, that sounded like a really good sandwich.
I'm just going to try it.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
You know what?
Nobody's going to look past sourdough focaccia anyway, or whatever that is. So, Joe, you got a good start here. You got a grilled chicken cutlet sandwich with provolone.
I'm going bland. I'm sticking bland. I'm going to go with just French bread.
French bread, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What is French bread?
It's bread from France.
I think it's.
Have you been to France? There's lots of bread.
Yes, I have. You know what? Okay. Yes. You know what? Right. Let's change it to baguette. He is right. So, but here, at least in my small town, I go down. It'll say French bread, but you're right. Let's change it to baguette. That's a great call. And that's really what I meant. I call it French bread, but baguette. BAGETTE, I believe, or ATTE.
That's all right. I'll spell check and correct everything later if I need to, because I didn't realize there would be so many different. All right. So I've got a hamburger. I've got a hamburger bun. I need to try to lock in the one condiment that's going to be good on some of these other sandwiches before it gets taken, but is also what makes a cheeseburger, and that is the mayo. Now, fortunately, on a hamburger or a cheeseburger in this case, there's several different types of cheeses that I could use that could go on a cheeseburger and still taste good. So a couple of cheeses have already been taken. I think I'm still good there. I'm not too worried about if Mark takes one cheese I might like and then nobody's. Yeah, Mark's the only other one that hasn't taken a cheese yet. Sweet. I got plenty of options of cheese. I'm going to pass on that for now. So my topping for a traditional cheeseburger here is going to be lettuce. I like my build so far.
Yeah, right. I do too.
The will.
Damn, I'm getting hungry.
We are on a fasting too, Joe and I. So this is making me hungry for sure.
All right.
I'm drinking beers, so I'm good.
You're drinking beer, is what you said?
Beer as a topping. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna go with I guess for my topping. No, you know what? I'm gonna take as my condiment, because I'm thinking about the sandwich now, and there really is no proper condiment for the sandwich. So I think I'll go with. Can I use grated cheese as a?
What kind of cheese?
What is it called again? Oh, it's grated cheese.
As a topping. So you're gonna have provolone and another cheese as a topping.
As a topping.
Okay.
I like it.
It's great. It's grated. I'm sorry. It's grated Parmesan.
You like it, Mark?
It's great. It's grated Parmesan.
Okay. All right.
Because I think that's my condiment. I think my topping. I think I'm pretty safe with. I could get that later.
I have no idea how to spell. All right.
That's good enough.
I'll fix that later. All right, Benny. Benny has fancy bread. Benny has fancy meat. Benny has fancy cheese. What's your next fancy item, Benny? You're muted if you're trying to talk.
Can I get truffles on my sandwich?
Sure, why not?
This bloke's sandwich is my yearly salary.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know what to say now at this point. This is
this game has revealed who the real food connoisseur is.
So I'm assuming truffles are your topping, right?
Truffles are my topping, and then my condiment, which will be a spread on my sandwich, is coming up next.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Mark.
So in the interest of anarchy, I have no idea what's on the wheel of misfortune. So I'm just going to spin it now, get it out of the way.
All right. Let's see here.
I shouldn't have jinxed myself earlier when I said I've been lucky so far with the wheel of consequences. I better knock on wood.
All right. Here's the wheel of consequences. There are several different things on here that could potentially do good or do bad. It's anything that ranges from choose another player and force them to draft a side next, to you move to the last pick of the next round, or choose another player to lose their next round pick. Like there's just several different things. There's force trades. There's all kinds of different stuff. So what I do, I'm gonna hit shuffle 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna spin the wheel for Mark for the wheel of consequences. And notice that I put it all on a soccer ball just for you guys. How about that? Okay,
that type of guy.
Let's take a side this round. So, Mark, you get to be the guy that takes the side item. the first side item here.
Yeah, I can live with that. I'm gonna go with crisps.
Okay, so for those of us that don't know, explain what crisp are.
They're like the potato chips you get in a bag.
But it sounds better.
All right. Well, in America, you're going to get more votes if I just put chips.
Go chips.
How about chips/crisps?
Because
so it's understood in both
countries.
countries.
Australia are like thick fries.
Well, is that different?
People vote on this?
Chips and fries,
Yes,
two different things, right?
Yeah, people vote on it.
Oh.
I said that at the top of the show. That's how we determine the
These Americans aren't going to know what I'm. Anyway, let's continue.
I know what they do. They can Google it.
Okay.
We're 30 minutes in and you've just worked that out.
So are these like fried potatoes, like French fries? What we
No,
call
they're like literally the chips, the crisps behind you in your picture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So chips.
So does chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So I'm also going to highlight you yellow here, Mark, to show that you have used the wheel of consequences, so we don't lose track of that. So you don't have to use it again, but you also can choose to if you want to later. All right, Andrew, you are up for 2 picks for your meatball sandwich.
Yeah. Right. Decisions, hey? Oh, jeez. I'm feeling pressure all of a sudden.
That's why we.
So I guess this is a good question then. So if he's gone chips, as in chips in a bag, then I can go French fries. Is that right?
Absolutely, yeah. If you want French fries to be
potato
your
French fries, you should be able to have them.
Yep. All right. I'll go French fries. And then let's spin that wheel for my next go, eh?
All right, you got it. Okay, I removed the previous one. Shuffle 3 times. Andrew, your wheel of consequence popped up. Oh, it's choose another player. Choose another player and force them to draft a condiment in the next round.
Oh.
What if they've already drafted a condiment? How does that work?
Well, then he won't choose that player.
Ah.
So that is a good question. So if the wheel of consequences absolutely cannot be done, we just respin. But if there's a possibility that it can be done, like in this case, there's plenty of people that haven't chose a condiment, then he has to choose somebody that needs to take a condiment.
Well. So I guess strategically, if I'm going to do that, I want to pick the person who's going to be the longest between picks. So I guess that's Bull. But has he done his condiment? What did he do last? No.
He took pickles. Is that condiment or is that?
No, that's topping, I think. So I guess I'll go Bull because Bull's, by my calculation.
Won't he get 2 picks in a row? This pick and his normal pick, or
no, he would just have to this pick. It would have to be the condiment.
Yeah, what if I then choose to spin the wheel of consequence on my pick?
Oh,
but you've already spun it. Do you get to spin it again?
You can spin it as much as you want, Ben. Pay attention.
All right. So Andrew has chosen for Mark to choose his condiment next. So I'm just going to type that in.
So do I still have to pick?
Yeah, Andrew, you still make your pick, and then when it's Mark's turn, he'll have to choose a condiment.
Right. Well, I guess drink I'll go. And not to be that guy and just go beer and upset Ben and make him march off. I'll go with a pale ale.
Okay, all right. Very good. All right. So a pale ale beer to wash down that meatball sub. I don't know what kind of lunch breaks you guys get over in Australia, but I like it.
Lunch breaks.
All right,
I just
Mark.
on my desk, man.
So where did we learn on if I spin the wheel of consequences again?
You can spin it anytime. You can spin it right now if you want. It's just that when you do actually make your pick, it has to be a condiment. So you.
But what if the wheel says I have to pick something else?
Fair point. Fair point.
Just pick a condiment.
No, well then
spin it. Let's see.
If the wheel says you have to pick something else, we'll make you pick the something else in the next round.
All right, fair enough. Okay. Let's live dangerously. I want to feel bad to pick.
So you want to spin the wheel?
You don't know what I'm going to pick next. You've got no idea.
All right, shuffling 3 times. I think he's saying he wants to steal your 3rd round pick that you took. I don't know. I don't know what
Justin, you know what would have been good on this wheel? And it may be there and I'm just not aware. If he had specific items that someone would have to take if they landed on that
would have been rough.
Their sandwich.
That would have been rough. But this one says choose another player and force him to draft a dessert next. Nobody's taken a dessert yet, so you get to choose who has to take a dessert in the next round.
Well, I feel like there's 0 point me forcing Benny to take a dessert because like whatever he picks is going to be some rare, obscure,
and it's going to have 3 C's in it.
It'll be
minimum
tangerine sorbet or something.
I'm going to go with Justin just to try and like.
Okay. There you go. Have the fat guy choose a dessert. I like it.
Right. You're looking a lot thinner in the face, Justin. This fasting thing's working.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Evidently, the 4.5 pounds that I've lost are all in my cheeks.
Yeah. It was all in the
Which
beard.
cheeks?
Yeah, I knew it was coming. I'm with you. I like you. All right. So, Mark, you have to choose a condiment here to go on your bacon and turkey breast sandwich, or turkey breast and bacon sandwich, depending on how much we want to piss Benny off and how we word it. What do you got?
I'm going to be simple. I'm just going to go like a nice like salted butter.
All right.
Just nice and simple.
I like it.
That sounds really good. I like your sandwich. I'm definitely going to try to spin the wheel to break that.
I've made an assumption that we're all getting butter on our sandwiches stock standard.
No, because that's the condiment.
Was that wrong? Huh?
Yeah, that's the condiment. If you want to put like unicorn, like
I just mean just
saliva on your sandwich, you can.
I just mean standard butter, or if you don't like butter, margarine. I'm just assuming that's something we all get. Is that not true?
No, that's a condiment.
As a
Ben,
condiment?
pay attention.
Are you saying
Look,
like he gets all butters, right?
So he gets all. I'm asking.
He was specific and said salted butter, so he gets all salted butters. If you want to be salty and choose another butter, go for it.
No, look, I'm going to go Baba Ganoush.
Oh man, you're gonna make me look like a real idiot trying to spell this one. You know what? I'm not even gonna try. Ganoush.
Just spell it phonetically.
Boba Fett.
It's B-A-B-A. You spelled it entirely wrong.
You're right. I know. All right, now spell Ganoush.
Ganoush.
You know what? If nothing else, Ben is going to be the worst loser of any episode of this ever.
It is.
I don't know how big we are in Lebanon, but I'm going to assume we're not huge.
We're not big. It's eggplant spread. Smoked eggplant spread. It's delicious.
All I know is if Ben can get those old ladies from Sicily to vote, he's going to win.
He's
got this one.
So the The guy who said focaccia, carpaccio, and now Baba Ganoush is the one sitting there saying, "Oh, shouldn't we all just get plain butter or plain margarine?" Sorry, what? What a weird thing to just add to the end. Oh yeah, add some plain margarine. I'm not a weirdo.
No sandwiches complete without Baba Ganoush.
And that's my sandwich complete. That's done.
I like it. I think it's a killer sandwich.
If I look at that, I'm assuming that you have a meat, a bread, a cheese, a topping, and a condiment. I think that's
it.
What stuff is. So I think you're done with it. So all you have left is your drink, your side, and your dessert. All right. Whew. What a ride. All right, Joey.
All right. I'm sticking with boring. And well, actually, you know what? I think this actually brings my sandwich together. Excuse me. My boring sandwich, I think it brings it together now. I'm going with pesto.
Pesto.
As my topping. As my topping.
All right.
But wasn't grated parmesan your topping?
That was actually my condiment.
Pesto is your condiment.
Pesto would be the condiment. Grated parmesan would be the topping.
Yeah,
well, it's pesto spread.
Yeah, pesto spread would be the condiment.
Yeah, that would be the condiment.
Yeah.
And then Parmesan cheese is my topping, but pesto spread.
Right. Got it. All right. So for dessert, like this is supposed to be like a lunch dessert here. I'm trying to rack my brain here. I was gonna let the dessert slide and let you all choose and then kind of narrow it down, but because I don't know that desserts are gonna make or break a lunch dessert here. But since I'm forced to do it, I'm going to go kind of like stick with kind of like an all-American sort of setup here and go with the traditional chocolate chip cookie. And I'm not going to take all cookies. I'm going to let you guys have your opportunity because I'm not a jerk. But I'm going to go with chocolate chip cookies.
I'm excited to see what Ben puts in a cookie.
All right, I can't spin the wheel. I can't spin the wheel just yet because at this point, if I'm forced to make a trade with something, I'm gonna hope that it's my dessert. So I need to wait until some of you guys draft a dessert. So
same here.
Let's see.
So do we all have to spin the wheel at some point?
Yes, everybody has to spin it at least once.
Okay, so because I've got my sandwich made, I want to make at least 2 picks before I spin the wheel, right? So I don't have to swap out something for my sandwich.
You can't spin the wheel in the last round.
Yeah, you can't. You cannot in round 8. So if you have by round 7, you're forced to.
Well, that's not cool. All right, fine.
Read the rules, Ben.
All right.
We're not draft. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
I can take a side, a drink, or a cheese. Still think I'm good on cheese. You know what? For a cheeseburger, if you're gonna have a cheeseburger, you guys, you already stole. Like Andrew took a pale ale, but I feel like, I don't want to take another beer and lose votes there that way. So I think just a good old fashioned soda. I'm gonna go with the soda to wash down my cheeseburger and chocolate chips.
So does that mean that somebody else can't take cherry cola because you took soda? Like, how does this work?
That's right. I get the soda.
You say you get all. There's lots of sodas though. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, fine. You want me to be more specific?
Yes, there's so many. It's 2022, man.
There you go.
I go into the supermarket. There's 50 sodas.
There you go.
Coke. Okay, so can I still take Dr. Pepper?
Yes, Ben.
Yes.
No, because I'm taking.
I'm not gonna take Dr. Pepper, but I just want to know. All right.
Yeah, but when we get done with this and nobody else has chosen a soda, I'm gonna go ahead and go back and just type in soda. All right, Joey, you have your. I believe you're.
Ben's retiring from the wheel of consequences.
Also, is Ben wearing an hoodie?
Yeah.
It looks lovely, Ben. Don't let him pick on you.
Okay, what am I doing here? My obvious pick for me is gone, and that was pickles as a side. So I'm unsure what I'm going to do for my side. So I'm going to have to go.
Pickles as a side. Okay.
Can he take fermented
but
pickles?
I can't take pickles though. It's already been chosen.
What if they're fermented?
I'm gonna say for me, I'm gonna say pickles are pickles.
Yeah, pickles are pickles.
And the type of pickles that I'm sure were taken already by Mark Bull, I would have taken. I got to be honest. And are all pickles fermented, or am I wrong?
I just don't listen to Ben.
Or they're pick. Well, I guess they're pickled.
We're about to mute him for permanent until he's up anyway. So.
All right. You know what? I'll go with my favorite. I'll go with my favorite dessert. One of my favorite desserts. I'm gonna go with rice pudding.
Rice.
Oh, good choice.
Oh, that's a real vote getter.
Good choice.
With cinnamon. Wait. Rice pudding with cinnamon topping.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So your dessert has a topping. Wow. Okay. Creative. All right. Interesting choice there, Joe. Did not think that one was going to go, but I like the sound of it actually.
It is delicious.
All right, Ben. Just go.
Okay, so I'll make it simple for the American viewers. Can I please get a Portuguese tart as my dessert?
Okay.
The technical term is pastel de nata.
All right, I like it.
I'm not even going to try that. You get the non-technical term form.
No, Justin, seriously, just tank his whole sandwich and put pastel de nata. Like, no, just completely screwed.
You spelled Portuguese wrong, man.
Dude,
How do the Portuguese people feel?
This is why I'm missing Alex. He's my speller. All right. Oh, like I said, I'll fix all the spelling before I post it on Twitter, but nobody's gonna care anyway.
It's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference.
You're gonna get 2 votes. That's you and whoever you get to vote for you.
See, I'm slightly torn here. Like, part of me is enjoying living dangerously by spinning the wheel, but I also feel like I've got a chance of winning here. So
you do.
I'm gonna go with apple pie.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're going after those American votes.
That's a good one, though. Apple pie. Everyone loves apple. Well, most people love apple pie. I love apple pie.
Absolutely. That's a good pick right there. So you've got your dessert and your sandwich and your side. Well, I think you're missing one item in your sandwich, aren't you?
I've got to pick a cheese and a bread. But there's plenty left.
All right, Andrew, you've already spun the wheel. You do not have to spin it this time around, but you get 2 picks here.
Yeah, look, I'll go bread. I was going to go something controversial for the bread, but I think I'll just skip past that anyway. So in Australia, I don't know if you guys have it at your Subway, but at our Subway we have a bread that is Italian herb and cheese, which used to always be a favorite of mine. But if you want, all right, I'll leave that in then. But that'll do. All right, done.
Well, you don't have to. I have a delete button.
No. Look, if you guys are happy to let me have that one,
absolutely. Yeah.
To be fair, the worrying part is there's 4 sandwiches up there that, you know what, if somebody walked out and gave me them, I would be stoked. And then there's one lonely ass sandwich sitting there that makes me just go, I want a refund.
What? Man, every time I walk past a Subway, the smell makes me want to throw up. I don't know what it is. It just makes me dry reach. Anyway.
All right, so I guess for my topping, I might just go something nice and plain and go some tomato.
Okay. Yep.
I was just about to say tomato would have been perfect with tomato would have been perfect with my sandwich, and I thought it had already been taken. So that's why I went grated cheese or grated Parmesan.
I think for a meatball sandwich, black olives also probably would have been pretty good, or green peppers would have been a good topping.
I actually love lettuce. So weirdly enough, I was upset when lettuce went. So
Good.
the only time in my life I've ever been disappointed about lettuce.
And I think, all right, so Justin, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you, Ben, and I must spin this round.
Yep, we all have to spin the wheel this round. Mark has the option.
I'm going to go with rye. I'm going to pick a bread.
That's a quality late round pick, Mark. I'm impressed.
That is.
Despite all the STDs.
I love rye.
Very good. Speaking of STDs, Ben, you're up.
Hey, man. I've been with one woman for the last 12 years. I'm non-infectious. All right. I am going to spin the wheel of consequence because I have to.
Yep, here we go.
The wheel of doom.
Dun, 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 dun.
3 times, and we spin.
Why is the wheel of consequence a soccer ball and not an American football?
Because this is the Australian episode. All right. It says, choose another player and force them to draft a bread next. All right.
Well, it's called the wheel of consequence, but that's really of no consequence to me.
But it might be to somebody else.
Okay. So who hasn't drafted a bread?
Let's see. So
I've drafted.
You have? You drafted the baguette?
Yeah. Yep.
Who hasn't drafted a bread? Everyone's drafted a bread.
Yeah, everyone has. Spin it again.
Yep, we got
it again.
Oh no.
Oh, these can only go well.
3. Oh, I forgot to show it. There it is. Just in time. Okay, you move to the first pick of the round for your next round pick. All right. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So next round you're going to be the first pick of the round. So on my normal,
do I still make a pick here?
Yes, you still make a pick here as well. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to have this great sherbet grape sherbet sour beer for One Drop Brewing. Have a look, people. Order it. It's good.
What is it? Is it a side?
It's a beer.
Oh,
it's a drink.
Okay. All right. So
there's his second vote. The people from One Drop Brewing are going to give him his second vote. That's it. He's got 2 votes in the bag now.
So a grape
sherbet sour beer. Grape sherbet. The sherbet's important. It adds sweetness to the beer.
Is it
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I genuinely
you spelled sherbet wrong.
It doesn't matter how I would have spelled it; it would have been wrong.
Well, you spell sherbet with an E.
Is it like
U?
This?
There you go.
It doesn't make a difference. Ben. You're losing.
That's right.
I told you I'm gonna double check the spelling later. All right. So you have your drink now. All right, Joe. What do you still have left? Oh, and you did choose.
You know what? Yeah. If now that I'm thinking about my last 2 picks, I think I got a legit shot to win this time. If the wheel of consequences doesn't mess me up, we got to spin that wheel, Justin. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Got to face my fate like a man.
You wait until the very last round, and you're saying you're facing your fate like a man. I think Mark is
hey. I'm willing. Let's go. We got to do it.
All right. So we shuffle 3 times. And here we go.
Uh-oh.
You've already taken a condiment.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try it again.
Oh no!
Choose another player and force them to draft a cheese next. Has everybody drafted a cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Normally the draft isn't set up quite like this. We've yet to have to spin the wheel twice, a single time on any other episode. So
you must take a drink this round.
Have you taken a drink?
All right. Nope, but I had to anyway, so all good. All right, so I think this may be the one that puts me over the over the top here. I'm taking a Bloody Mary as my drink.
A Bloody Mary. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Very good.
No one else is into it, huh?
What's he saying?
I'm thinking of a nice summer sandwich here. down with a Bloody Mary.
There's a lot of consequences there.
It's horrible.
All right. So now I'm up and I have to spin the wheel. If I knew how to customize the wheel like that, John, I absolutely would. All right.
I just can't wait for the massacre that this Twitter poll is going to be for Ben.
You have no idea.
I reckon there's a good chance he doesn't even vote for himself.
If I was to lose a Twitter poll, a food Twitter poll based off the opinions of a majority of Americans, I would not consider that an indictment at all.
All right. It says swap a pick with Andrew, but you both must have a legal lineup after the swap. So that pretty much means like I have to swap the same type of item. All right. Let me take a look at Andrew's.
I haven't done dessert yet, so
something like this is what makes it a wheel of consequences.
Oh, you haven't done a dessert yet. That was the whole reason I was waiting until the last possible chance. Oh man. Shoot. Okay, so, and I haven't drafted a side yet.
Whoa, I reckon there's an obvious one for you to win.
Well, yeah, I'm leaning heavily towards that pale ale right now, but I also could really, well, no, that would screw up my sandwich too.
But see, he could repick a side, couldn't he?
Well, oh, that's true. Yeah, if I took his fries, absolutely. Hey, look at you. If I took his fries, we'd still have a shot at a legal lineup, and then that means I got to give him the chocolate chip cookies, which I'm okay with. Nice. I like it.
To be fair, Andrew's order is literally Subway.
Yep, we're gonna do it. We're taking your French fries. You get chocolate chip cookies.
Andrew's just gone to Subway on the way to school and used that as his homework.
He's got the Subway menu up on Google right now.
Mate, I am getting real hungry right now looking at this board.
I'm not happy with that. I didn't think that would be coming.
Mark, you may have just won the draft for me though, because nothing goes better with cheeseburgers than fries. And I was upset when Andrew took them because I wasn't going to get a chance to take it. So I thought you may have just won the draft for me. I appreciate that. I wasn't thinking outside the box. I got a cherry Coke to wash that down with. I got my side. So what am I missing here? I need a dessert now.
I think. Are you missing cheese?
Oh, that's right. I am missing cheese. Okay. So a dessert, man. A dessert. You know what? I'm just gonna go with a nice cheddar cheese, and then it's the first pick of the next round. So that's going to give me time to think about what my dessert's going to be.
So I've got to pick my side, and then I'm done.
I'm genuinely excited.
Can my side please be balsamic thyme roasted mushrooms?
Sorry, what?
What? Say that again.
Mushrooms roasted in balsamic and thyme.
Even time?
No.
Thyme.
Just tell him fucking no. Pick again.
No. I love this.
Actually, I think it sounds delicious.
Yeah. No,
Damn, I may have to vote for Ben's sandwich.
I get that at this point Ben's just making shit up, but I love it. All right. Okay, I've got a true in this Australian build draft. I have a true American meal going on here. I've got a really nice cheeseburger going. I've got the cherry Coke to wash it down, and French fries as my side. So my dessert is going to be a nice cheesecake.
Yes.
And I'm not going to add in a bunch of extra words like Ben does to make it sound better than it really is, because a cheesecake doesn't need extra words. All right. So
there are
Joe,
so many different kinds of cheesecakes, though.
Some Fijian lime.
You know what?
Fijian
strawberries on top.
Cheesecake with a bunch of different types of toppings, maybe, but it's still just cheesecake.
No, but
Plain
there's
cheesecake.
different ways to cook the cheese. There's different cheeses.
Nobody knows.
Not here in America.
And that's all the cheesecakes.
Yeah, no, nobody knows.
I can give you two different types of cheesecakes, and they taste like two entirely different things.
If you go to a restaurant and you order a cheesecake, they're not going to say, well, which type would you like? We have all these different options. You're just going to say, hey, I want a cheesecake.
Because generally a restaurant only has one cheesecake on the menu. But if you were to look at the menu from 20 different cheesecake places or restaurants, there'd be lots of different cheesecakes.
Yeah, Ben's more passionate about cheesecake than the cheesecake shop.
It's all just going to be different toppings. All right.
I'll just put this up again, guys. Just give me a minute.
All right. Joe, what are you missing here?
All right. I am missing my side, and I think it's a good one. Gazpacho. G-A-Z.
Did Ben not already take that?
No, I believe it or not.
He's got carpaccio.
What?
G-A-Z.
Yeah.
P-A-C-H-O.
Nah, big fan. That's a good win.
P-A-C-H-O. Gazpacho.
Hey,
cold soup.
Hey, John, I have actually been to the Cheesecake Factory several times, and usually when I go there, all of their cheesecakes are the same damn thing, just with different toppings or mixtures. It
is a base cheesecake that's really good in itself, but the toppings, are awesome. I like it with strawberries myself.
Hey, fine. I just drafted a base cheesecake then. If you guys want a different cheesecake with a different topping, go for it.
I'm going to go with a milkshake.
Ooh, nice, pig.
Nice.
You essentially got two desserts. That is awesome. Like it. You were prepared for this draft.
I thought there was no way I was getting through that unscathed, but
he's completely catered to the American audience. You're a shrill, Mark. You're a shrill.
Hey, Ben, there's a difference between drafting shiny rookies and winning.
Oh,
hey, I drafted what I wanted to put in my mouth.
Shiny, fancy French rookies.
Get some Corey Davis where you wait 9 years before he does anything.
All right, Andrew.
He did something that 1 year.
That 1 year.
So did Cordarrelle Patterson in his 10th year in the league.
What does Andrew still need here? What do you got to finish up your draft? Is it a side item?
I need a side. Yeah. I'm not sure what I want.
Yeah, this is rough, the way that you've built the sandwich here. But you did have a great side at one point.
Yeah, it was nice. Thanks. Well, I was gonna ruin my whole draft, and I was gonna put here. I was gonna go a bit of a Homer Australian pick, and I was gonna go Pavlova anyway. So you probably saved me as far as the votes count. So yeah, from a vote counting point of view, it's probably good.
Andrew, there is a very easy way out of here, though.
Do Americans even know what Pavlova is?
Hey,
you selected French fries.
This can't be overlooked, guys, because this might be where the confusion is coming. Because my wife does make a dynamite cheesecake, but it's just like several different toppings on the side that she does with it. So, and then everybody just chooses the topping that they want to put on top of it. So I'm going with the base cheesecake.
That sounds delicious.
I can agree with that right there, Coach. Absolutely, we're gonna have to do that. Fat guys on diets.
I love Cheesecake Factory.
Love Cheesecake.
So that's a good point that Mark's just brought up here.
What's that?
So you've said French fries. So am I allowed chips? So like thick cut chips.
So I'm not really sure what the difference is, because in America chips are just potato chips. Like
No,
So we have cold ones in a
there's
bag.
lots of different chips.
I think chips are kind of like more like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Australian friends. They're like French fries, but they're like French fries, but cut like potato chips. Am I wrong?
No, they're just
they're
thicker.
like French fries, but cut
They're a lot thicker.
I'm gonna
They're
Google it.
like what? It'd be like
Thicker
1
potato
centimeter
chips?
squared. One.
Or you could say wedges.
I think it should be allowed because the texture entirely changes the taste.
Go for it. I say, let it roll.
If not chips, then wedges.
Yeah.
It should definitely be allowed.
I'm happy with those two options. I just didn't know. Do you Americans have wedges over there?
I don't know. I'm looking up Australian chips, and my American Google is giving me different types of potato chips that are sold in Australia. So I always thought fish and chips, like if you ordered a fish and chips, you were ordering fish with French fries. So I'm not really sure, but I will gladly put chips.
No, so if you go to McDonald's, you get French fries, right, in Australia, and then if you go to any other restaurant, you get like chips, and so they're just basically thicker French fries.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what you mean.
Does he mean like, if you know what he means, Joe, does he mean like steak fries?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
See,
Yes.
we came across a common dictionary here.
Okay. So steak fries is good?
Yep, steak fries.
Done.
And do slash chips.
All right.
Or wedges.
I feel like we just split the votes on the fries there, but I'm okay with it though. I think All right. So final order of business. We have our final draft here.
But if French fries and steak fries were on the menu, I would always pick steak fries over French fries. So
I can totally agree with that. I agree with that. Andrew has the better fry there, but when I made the trade, he had already just taken French fries, so I didn't really have a choice. So I was kind of stuck with that one. But it's okay. I probably would have just said French fries anyway because I wouldn't have thought outside the box. Great pick, Andrew. Let's see. So Andrew's sandwich is
obviously we've got the wrong Stevens on.
Ooh,
like next time we're getting. You're not hosting next time, Justin. All right.
What's he saying?
Oh, potato.
So she knows about potato chips, French fries, potato wedges, waffle fries, potato.
What a waffle
she's on next week.
I'm well aware of all the different types of fries, but I just had no idea
what
what
waffle fries mean.
Waffle fries? They're French fries. They're French fries like in the shape of a waffle.
They're ridiculous. I hate those things. Anyway, let's move on.
I'm not into them either, really.
Ben, we've seen your sandwich. That explains everything.
All right. I tell you what, I'm going to let you guys describe what your sandwiches are because I'm really scared to try it when I get to Ben's. So, Andrew, explain, just tell us real quick what your sandwich, your side, your dessert, your drink, all that. Just tell us what you got here. Your final draft.
Well, so it depends what you guys have in your Subway. But like imagine a nice long sandwich, meatballs all running down the center, sauce on top, melted cheese on top of that, and then some thick fries next to it, and then drink off to the side. And then, probably not going back to work in the afternoon.
With the chocolate chip cookie for dessert.
Yeah.
All right. All right. And you can also get chocolate chip cookies at Subway as well.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, what do you got?
You left out sexy man.
Nice and simple. I out of some kind of 1950s movie. I've got a turkey bacon on rye with some apple pie and a milkshake. It's just, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Very good. Very good.
Everybody loves that sandwich.
See, people might look at my ingredients and think I'm being fancy, but this is the everyman sandwich. If you're in Europe, the everyman sandwich. All right, just focaccia, beef carpaccio. It's just raw sliced beef, right? Some cow's milk cheese, some eggplant dip. It's simple. It's easy. It's cruisy.
I like it.
All right. I don't even know what it is, but very good. Very good.
The retirement homes are voting big time for Ben right now. The retirement homes in Portugal.
The Portuguese women living in Sicily in retirement homes.
You're gonna get.
They're hitting vote. Actually,
All right, Joe.
it sounds awesome, Ben. I think that's an awesome sandwich. Ben, you can make a sandwich for me anytime, because that does sound awesome.
Thank you, Joe.
My sandwich, I'm thinking I'm hanging out there like in a nice spring afternoon, having a sandwich. It's not really, hot or too warm. Keeping it kind of light with some grilled chicken cutlet. I love pesto spread. So anytime I could spread it on something that makes sense to pair it with, I'm all there. And I think a nice Bloody Mary at lunch to wash it down. I got some desserts. I have a dessert that's not too heavy in my rice pudding, with the cinnamon sprinkled on top, and my gazpacho, which is a cold soup. So I'm kind of going with a cool, or at least not too warm theme here, and keeping it kind of as light as I can, where I'm not feeling like where I stand up like I'm rolling out of the restaurant.
Very good, very good. I went the opposite route. I'm a fat guy, and I want to make sure that I enjoy this meal. We got a nice cheeseburger with cheddar cheese, and obviously would have been great to have been able to get hamburger meat and bacon on the turn there, but unfortunately Mark ruined that for me. But French fries for my side, a nice cherry Coke, cheesecake to really weigh me down. So I'm definitely breaking my diet on this one. So final order of business. I know I already said that once, but we have to consider the votes. So the way I do the votes, since there's an odd number here, we're going to have 2 polls because Twitter only can poll 4 at a time. So I'm going to, hey, thank you very much for that, Campy. Don't forget to check out patreon.com/toiletsandtitles. I'm going to spin the wheel. The first 2 people that I spin are going to be in a poll together, and then the other 3 that I spin are going to be in a poll together. The top
Who gets the Ben poll? Come on, get the Ben poll.
So with the 2 that are together,
Ben out right now.
The 2 that are together, the one that wins that just moves on to the next round. The 3 that are together, the top 2 votes and those 3 get to move on to the next round. And then in the final round, it'll be down to the final 3. All right. So I got a new wheel up here ready to go. I'm going to shuffle 3 times. And the 2 that are together are Andrew and
come on.
Not Ben.
Come on. Oh,
Andrew and Joe. Oh, right. Man.
Okay. Well, we have 50-50 chance, right, Andrew?
True. Actually, yeah, I like it.
I'd rather be just you and me instead of the other 3 men.
Well, actually, if you think about it, Justin and Mark have a 50-50 chance as well. So, really, either way.
All right, so I'm just going to highlight the screen real quick.
I think you're underestimating the IQ and intelligence and taste of the Toilets Titles viewers.
Yeah.
All right, so if we look at the board now, Andrew and Joe are yellow. You guys are going to be pulled together. Mark, Ben, and myself will be pulled together. We'll get these polls going up on Twitter. This is really pushing Benny's bedtime. I honestly thought this was going to be a shorter show than usual. It turned out to be a little bit longer than usual. It turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I'll say that. I was worried about how this was all going to kind of melt.
I have tomorrow off. I'm all right.
Turned into a food fight.
Yeah, I like it. Very, very interesting. So appreciate you guys coming on. Guys, don't forget to check out the Toilets and Titles Downunder Dynasty with Benny and Mark and their guy Matt, who unfortunately was sick today and couldn't come in. Joe Knows has like 1,400 different shows that he does a week. So check out Joe Knows at JoeJ_Clark down there. Appreciate you guys coming on. Campy, as usual, running the board for me. As usual, it's Alex, but any chance you get, you like to jump in and run the boards for us. A huge help. So appreciate you guys. Anybody want to say anything before we go?
Have a great Thursday.
I'll say Celtics in 6.
There you go. This isn't a sports show, but I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Warriors in 7.
Ooh, okay, all right. I wonder if we can make that a bathroom board bet, right?
Can we?
Why not?
Put it on the board.
Yeah, somebody put it on the board. I don't get on that on the board.
And I just want to throw out anything you see that makes us look like a professional operation is due to Andrew Campy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He's our magic man.
Andrew's even agreeing. Yep, absolutely. 100%. You have no idea just how unprofessional we were before you came along. All right. Appreciate you guys. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for joining in.
Take care, all.